Hi, I'm Garrison Glenn, and this is my life story. I am 19 years old. I was born August 25th, 2000, and I am a movie major. My favorite thing about myself is that I can communicate with pretty much anybody. I love my communication skills. I can talk to anybody. I can talk to someone who's like 3 years old all the way to someone who's someone who's elderly. So many people now think they're so independent, and when you need help and you don't know how to say it, that's when you're most vulnerable, and I feel like that's when bad things could happen. So I feel like my communication skills have always been like top notch, but not in an arrogant way. I just feel like in a way I can talk to anybody. In movies, I've always been really interested in movies. I have watched movies since I can remember, really. But the first movie that really stuck out to me when I was younger was Titanic. The cinematography, the certain types of angles and shots, and then obviously the ship sinking it really stuck with me. And so just from there, it really blossomed into other types of movies and directors and all that stuff. But I really didn't get like a really good like gauge or like handle on movies and how they were made until around 2017, actually. I went to San Francisco one day with my mom, and one of our friends was actually a film producer, and he was producing a film for Sundance, and he wanted me to tag along, and I was like, oh well, okay, sure. And so I was a production assistant. I helped him with all the papers, and I was actually an extra in the film, which was really cool. I was really excited, and I just recently watched the short film. It was a really good film, and I actually saw myself in the film for a split second, but it really kick-started my whole entire love for movies and how they were made. 2019 was very enlightening for me. I had gained some idea. I had gained a better glimpse that I wanted to be in the film. I wanted to be around film. I wanted to be invested in it. So I gave it my all that last few months of 2019, and then around November, I had gotten some news that I had lost my uncle, and my uncle was very close to me. It was everything. Him and my grandmother were really the only people outside of my family that I had kept contact with that were still really close to us, even though they were 3,000 miles away. We kept in contact very frequently. But he had passed on. And then a few weeks later, my grandmother had passed as well. And so that really hurt. It still does to this day. I had lost all my focus. It felt like everything was going great, and then boom, catastrophe struck. And so I had tried to just shut off everything that meant anything for my life because I couldn't focus. So yeah, that's the hardest thing I had to go through. Was just all of it. It was bad. It was really bad. But it shaped who I am, and I'm trying my best to just keep going forward. My future goals are to become a filmmaker. I really want to step on the red carpet and just be in the Oscars. The Oscars that's my future goal. I want to be considered as one of the greats. It's a big goal, it's a big dream, but I mean, I feel like I can achieve that. I feel like it's not very far out of reach, but at the same time, it's a lot of work. I know it's a lot of work, but I can do it.